pay your bills with other people's opinions. You just can't. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patty, and today we are about to get into another cozy conversation. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is our 5th one. Y'all, I know the last 2 was a little much, but this one's gonna be a lot more lighthearted, and we are gonna talk about some lessons from our 20s, y'all. Things we wish we would have knew back then. This is my last year, my victory lap, my 20s. I'm about to be T30, about to be 30, gang. And you know, I ain't even mad at it, honestly, because I took a lot of L's in my 20s, y'all. A lot of L's. And we're going to just get into it. While you are watching, if there is some lesson, a particular pivotal lesson that occurred in your 20s, drop it down below. If there is something you would love to say to your younger self, drop it down below in the comments, y'all. So the first lesson that we gonna get right into that I feel like I learned in my 20s, y'all, was money. And what specifically you want to ask about money? Don't give it out. Don't be giving money out when you know you ain't got it. Don't be letting people take advantage of you financially. Y'all, it is kind of low-key embarrassing how many people have taken advantage of me financially. How many people I have allowed listen, I have paid bail for multiple people. I have paid rent. I have paid cell phone bills. I have paid emergency bills. I have paid furniture. I have paid, y'all, I have lended a helping hand many of a time. Yo, somebody had asked me for money before, y'all, and got their nails done the next day. And I get everybody grow up differently. I was raised, you don't ask people for money unless you really, I mean, like, you about to get evicted. Like, I mean, you really need it. You don't be asking somebody for money because you want to do something fun before you get paid. What? Y'all, that took me a very long time to learn. I have gotten hustled so many times, and I think the worst part about it is no one has ever asked me if I was financially okay. Not a soul, especially those that I have helped. Not one person has ever been like, yo, Patty, you good? You need something? You straight? I know you always looking out for people, but are you good? Never. And I am good, y'all, because I have learned a lot. But the fact that I have helped so many people, y'all, I haven't even scratched the surface of how much I have helped people, y'all, financially, that have never asked me if I was okay. And a lot of people have not paid me back. A lot of people, majority of people have not, and it's something that I had to make peace with. But at this point in my life, I think everybody pretty much knows, don't ask me. I give in other ways. I will give you support. I might pick up some groceries for you if you need it, but nah, B. It just, soon as somebody asks me for money, it just puts me in a bad mental state. So just, no. That's lesson number 1. I say second lesson is you are worthy of love that does not require you to have to suffer first. I think a lot of us had this idea of like, oh, we won't be a ride or die. It's nothing we won't do for our mans. Which is cool when you're receiving that. But when you're not receiving that, y'all know that thing that sound that was trending, I think it was on TikTok and Instagram, was like, I'm done with that ride and die, because every time I ride, I died. Baby, I died. You don't have to be abused mentally, physically, or emotionally to be worthy of decency, respect, and love. You just don't. You just don't, period. I guess the next lesson I say that I have definitely learned is confidence. And confidence, just like growth, it is not linear, okay? It's not. It don't go like that. It be like this. It's not linear. And that's okay. And confidence does not have to look the same for everybody else. But once you get to that point in your life where you truly just like, listen, I said this before, y'all, my stomach is the area of my body that I am not the most confident in, but baby, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and my head is gonna be up. Not like this, not like this. No. You gonna see me wearing what I want to wear. And I think, honestly, it's kind of hurtful how long I spent, like, not loving myself. So now when you see me posting and posing. No, y'all, I struggled for a long time, y'all. So to be at this point in my life where it's like, bruh, it is what it is. You gonna get what you gonna get. You don't like it? Actually, my door is that way, so there you go. Oh, y'all, let's see. Another lesson that I feel like I have learned is try new things. Try new things often. Y'all, I am a picky eater. And I've been a picky eater since I was a child, y'all. I was a texture person, for sure. If it did not look like it was edible, I wasn't gonna put it in my mouth. And you know how a lot of people had like those old school parents that was like, oh, well, if you're not gonna eat it, you can go to bed hungry. Cool, because I don't want it. I'll go to bed hungry. I was that child. I didn't even like burgers back in the day, y'all, which is wild if you know me today, because baby, I indulge in a good burger. Okay? And I now at this stage of my life, y'all, I eat so many different foods that I would have never done, and I'm excited about it. I'll try it once. I might try it again. I remember this friend of mine was like, I heard her having a conversation about food, and what really stuck out to me is she was like, what she said? She said something to the effects of, I haven't had it cooked or prepared in the way that I liked. And I was like, hold up. I might actually like this stuff, but I just didn't like how that person cooked it. I don't know, y'all. When she said that, it hit so differently for me. Like, it really hit different. Go out your comfort zone, y'all. I grew up in inner city black community, and being different, being non-traditional black, I guess, with your interests, if you're not into trap, or listen, if you know, you know. If you don't, I don't really feel like going into it for real. But being able to explore those interests, y'all, do it. I don't care if you emo. I don't care if you like, what's that stuff called, y'all? There's just different genres of music. If you're a theater kid or just a theater person and that is what you love, do it. Why you care what other people say, y'all? You can't pay your bills with other people's opinions. You just can't. Now, if we get to that day where we can, I might have to reassess. But that's not the case. So if you like it, try it, y'all. I think I probably have shared in some other cozy conversations that I'm at a point in my life where, yo, life is short. You know, you can be diagnosed with something tomorrow. You just don't know what can happen. And I'm not leaving this world with a long list of I wish I could have. I'm just not. I'm gonna try it, even if I gotta do it alone. Period. Which segues into another, I'm in a good mood, y'all. Which segues into another lesson that I feel like I've learned is, don't be afraid to do stuff by yourself. By yourself. I know sometimes your first time doing it, you can have flutters, you know, some butterflies, but it gets better. Y'all, last year I went to, actually, it was not last year. It was pre-COVID. Y'all, I don't be calculating COVID years. Like, when I be saying last year, I really be referring to before COVID happened. And I went to go see Burna Boy by myself. And that was my first concert. I remember I asked a whole bunch of people and they were iffy, and he had added a second show because his first show had sold out. And I was like, I'm going by myself. I don't care, because that's my baby daddy and I got to see my baby daddy. So I went by myself. And I had so much fun. I made friends while I was there. You know, after concerts, it's typically late. So the girls I met, I just asked them, I was like, hey, is it cool, you know, if I walk to the parking garage with y'all? And they was like, yeah, girl, sure. But I'm like, one thing I can say is when you are nice to women, especially as a woman, they gonna look out and make sure you good. Made me some friends. I didn't have to walk back to the garage by myself. And it was cool. It was an amazing time. And I'm so proud of myself that I did it. Go out to eat by yourself. I'm going to be doing a video probably in the next couple weeks of going on a solo date by myself. There's some restaurants that I've been dying to try. My friends have hectic schedules, okay? Most of them are married, long-term relationships, businesses, hustles, all of that. So sometimes there's things I want to do and people aren't available. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it by myself. By myself. And sometimes you meet a lot of interesting or fun people, but y'all, do it by yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't have a long list of I wish I could have, man, if I could go back I would have. No, do it by yourself. It's okay. It's okay to do things on your own. I did have this one incident though. I had went out to eat at Red Lobster because I was craving them Cheddar Bay biscuits. I was. And I wanted it. I didn't really feel like, having company. I didn't feel like getting all cute or really engaging in a conversation. I just wanted to be by myself. So I went. And the waiter was standing next to my table having a conversation with another gentleman like, yo, this girl eating by herself. She shouldn't be eating by herself. Why ain't no man or no friend with her? How they like, then he was like, are you good? Are you okay? Like somebody stood you up. And I was like, sweetheart, I'm good. I chose to pull up and be here by myself. I'm good. And let me tell you something. I didn't have to be ashamed for all them biscuits I ate by myself. I tore the biscuits up. And I actually brought my notebook. Sometimes I'll bring my computer when I do that. And me time, y'all. Do it by yourself. Do it by yourself. Okay. Let's see. Another lesson that I feel like I have learned or come to terms with and realized is, don't let people peer pressure you into doing stuff. Don't do it. Learning how to say no. I feel like that should be like all in one. We just gonna add it into one complete lesson. Don't let people peer pressure you. It's the stuff you know you don't want to do. If you don't want to be out here in these streets, then don't be out here in these streets. If you want to be out here in these streets, then go be out here in these streets. Do what makes you happy. One thing that I'm so happy about right now in my life, y'all, is your girl is finally learning how to say no. I really, really am. I have expressed to all of my friends that, y'all, I'm preparing for a move. There's some other things that I haven't shared that I am planning to do financially. And your girl's just not gonna be outside like she was last year. I'm not taking a whole bunch of trips, which, sorry to the travel, videos that I wanted to do, but your girl got goals, so I can't be out here. I'm not going to a whole bunch of festivals this year. I am going to New York, and then I'm doing a trip for my 30th birthday. Other than that, I'm in the crib. I'm not going outside. And I have had some instances where people try to make me feel bad for it, but if we can spend time in my crib, on the balcony, outside, out back, on the patio area, we can go get some cheap meals, but I'm just not spending a lot of coins, and I don't feel bad about it because I know what I'm working for, y'all. Say no, period. No. And if that changes your relationships with people, they're not your people. They're not. They're not. You can't, okay, we're just gonna jump into the next lesson because I'm about to segue into it. Is don't be a captain, save a hoe. You cannot save everybody. Y'all, there's a lot of things that I wish I could share that I'm not, because I don't want to put other people's business on the streets on display. But I have really tried to help a lot of people. And my tone is changing because there are a lot of people that I have cared about, that have struggled with different things, and I feel like maybe this is a combo lesson in and of itself, where I had to redefine what being a good friend is, and I had to understand and learn that I'm not God. I can love on people, I can pray for people, I can be there for people, but there is no way I can show up for every single person in my life at every given time that they need me. I was doing that, and I was exhausted. I was exhausted mentally, spiritually, physically. It really, really took a toll on me, y'all. My college years, you know how a lot of people say, oh, college was the best. It was the worst time for me mentally. Your girl was seriously struggling. I'm trying to laugh about it, but it was a lot going on. And what I have learned about redefining what a good friend looks like is, for me, it's one of the things that I try my best not to often do is shame people for not being there. I have done that in the past. I'm not gonna say I have never done that before, but in the past few years, it's something I strive not to do, because nobody can be there for you all the time. And sometimes, y'all, I really think there are times in your life where you are meant to go through things with just you and God. Yes, I do believe friendship is important. Yes, I believe in the scripture where it says iron helps sharpen iron. But there are times in your life where it just needs to be you and God. And I was helping people so much to a point where it was debilitating to me. And I was enabling their behavior, right? They were trying to stand on their 2 feet because I'm helping them out. They know it's always gonna be food in the fridge. And if they can't pay their bills, I'm gonna pay their bills. So they weren't really trying. And I have enabled multiple people, yo. It is hard, right? And I'm sure a lot of parents can probably relate to this, especially some older parents, because it's just like raising kids. I don't know. But you can give a child all the love and all the support and they still go left. Same thing when it comes to trying to help people, y'all. I believe in helping people who are trying to help themselves. Potential is great, but it don't mean nothing if you ain't working toward it, you ain't doing nothing with it. You take a step, I'll take a step. You take 2, I'ma be there to help you take the next 2. But what I'm not gonna do is trying to push you to take 1, 2, 4, 10 steps and you ain't even picked up your foot. That's what I mean by that. I hope that was a better example of it. And I wanted to help people, y'all. I grew up around people in a lot of just terrible circumstances, and I was always so blessed, and always sometimes I would ask God, like, whoop, we're not getting emotional this video. We just not. I ain't finna do it. But one of the things I used to ask God is just like, God, why did you bless me so much? And there's so many people that's going through it, right? And that's where my spirit to help people really came in. And yes, I still help people, but it's in a different way, and it doesn't cause me debilitating emotional, physical, or financial stress or pain. That was a really good, really tough lesson for me. And I guess another lesson is understanding that healing ain't cute. Healing is not cute. Healing is also not linear. What in life is linear, y'all? Like, for real. Y'all get sick of me doing this, but that's just how it is. Healing is messy. Healing hurts. Hurts, y'all. I cannot tell you how many times, y'all, there was, especially in college and after college, where, y'all, I would just lay on my face and cry. And I mean the violent cry, like the shaking, snot running, just begging God to take pain away from you, like, cry. And healing is not fun. I have healed from a lot, y'all. I feel so much lighter in this video. I feel like these videos have been partial therapy for me. I don't really like talking in depth to a lot of people. I am sensitive, which if you'd have made it to this video or been on my channel just a little bit that has existed, then you know that. And I am big on being careful of what you say out your mouth. Another lesson. Being careful what you say out your mouth. Y'all know everybody's on this manifesting stuff, you know. And, you know, Bible tells you life and death lie in the power of the tongue. And I'm a person that when you say certain things to me, I will forgive you, but I will not forget. So for some people in my life, I had an individual tell me that I was guarded. And I was like, y'all, I'm an open book. And people who know me know that. But if you think I'm not, it's because you done said some sideways stuff to me and I don't consider you a safe space. Be careful what you say out your mouth. If you have a terrible mouth, you coming out your mouth sideways to people, take 10, at least 3 seconds before you respond. Especially if you cannot take it in return. Be careful what you're saying, not just to other people, but over your life. I have a bad habit that I'm personally working on where I refer to myself as a bee, you know? I'd be like, why did you do that? And I'm working on it. It's something I'm honestly working on. Why am I saying these things to myself? I have come a long way about speaking so negatively about my body, because I used to tell myself, don't. But still the way I'm talking to myself, like, dang, why did you make that mistake, and blah, blah, blah. I'm my biggest critic. I really am. And I'll be telling, like, if you know me, you know I talk heavily about giving yourself grace, but I suck at it. That's why I be telling y'all to do it. I suck at applying it, but I'm trying, and I'm trying to be more careful about how I'm speaking to myself, because I don't deserve that from nobody, and I ain't gonna tolerate it from nobody else. So why would I do that to me? Don't do that to you. Be careful over the things you say over your life. in terms of like relationships and stuff. So y'all know I did a video about dating is ghetto, and I think I spoke a little bit about how I had to stop following all these sites like Spiritual World and all these sites that are constantly putting men and women against each other, like, and hyping it up. I had to stop because it just makes you start thinking like, oh, are men this and women are this? No, it is some good, amazing people out there. So I be speaking that there's amazing men out here, that there's an amazing man out there for me, handcrafted for me by the dear Lord, sweet baby Jesus. That's amazing. That's gonna be able to love me in ways I never thought I could be loved, and I'm receiving it. Both arms. All that extraness. So be careful. Be careful when you're speaking about your career. You're worthy of that raise. Maybe we'll talk about that, because I believe in negotiation. Okay, I can't tell you, I don't want to share exactly what I do for a living, but negotiate them costs, baby. Negotiate. And another lesson, realizing your worth. Realizing your worth. I said I ain't gonna cry no more. And I'm not. But you don't deserve to be treated like crap. In relationships, in friendships, in marriages, in your jobs, you don't deserve to be treated like. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know your worth. And I'm saying, y'all, I'm preaching it to myself. I promise you I am. I promise everything I'm saying in this video, I'm talking to me too. Know your worth. And when you get to a point in your life where I am, y'all, where you realize your worth, it hits different. It hits so differently. Maybe one day I will share some of the things I've been through in like relationships and dealing with men, y'all, but honestly, I'm not there yet. Because I'm still learning how to forgive myself for the choices that I made back then. It's real hurtful to know that I was that low at a point in my life, that I was that desperate, that I was willing to be treated like crap. Nah, baby. I have jobs like it ain't no tomorrow, bro. Oh, you not gonna run me my money that I'm deserving of when I know you paying somebody else that I work 10 times as harder and you paying them more? I got to go. Time for me to hit the dough. Bye, bye, bye. No, ma'am. You think you're gonna talk to me crazy in a relationship? You think you're gonna degrade me calling me out my name? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Knowing your worth, y'all. This is the first time in my life, y'all, that I'm not dealing with nobody. And it's been about seven months, y'all. And what a lot of people don't know is that I've been praying about making this decision, y'all, for about 2 years. To just have a season of just me, right? And I'm proud of myself for that decision. I am proud of myself for that decision. I am happy with my decision. Because you know what else, y'all? Another lesson that I'm learning is you have to put yourself in a position to receive. Right? We want all these amazing things, and a lot of times when I be praying to God, probably past 5 years, I switched up my prayers, right? And I started asking God to not bless me with things until I was ready. And the reason I did that is because sometimes when you're not in the right season, you can mistake a blessing for a burden. And I want to be in the right space where I can truly receive it as what it is intended for. So a part of me doing this 7-month thing, I'll go more into detail about it. So one of the reasons that it took me so long to get to that place, y'all. When I tell you I was praying over that for 2 years, I was praying, talking to God about it for 2 years, just like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be completely alone. Can I be semi-alone? Like, no, I ain't ready. So when things happened the way they did, it was like, you know what? Done. And I'm putting myself in a position to receive what I really want. I don't want to have attachments and soul ties to this person or that person. I really want to be in the place to receive it fully. And even like this year, I just shared with y'all, I ain't gonna be traveling as much this year. I'm not gonna be out in the streets that much this year because I got some financial goals that I'm holding on strong to so that I can receive, y'all, what I really want and stop delaying things. Working out, eating healthy, y'all. Learning how to prepare yourself to receive what you want. It's hard. Y'all, I'm so proud of myself. Ain't y'all proud of me? I ain't cried this whole video. Look at me. Oh man, y'all, like, another lesson that I feel like I've learned this, like, my 20s, yo, my family gonna ride for me. My family gonna ride for me. My immediate family, my extended family, I was double blessed, y'all. And the people around me, the friends around me that I consider family, they're also grouped in that. They gonna ride for me, and I'm gonna ride for them. I am, and you need people in your life, yo. Bump all this, I don't need nobody, I can do it on my own. You need people. Just keep it a buck. It's okay. It's okay. You are not weak for needing help. Everybody need help. And you know what? My big lesson I learned just moving into this apartment is, baby, I did a lot of stuff by myself and I need help. Okay? I can't tell you how many times I pulled my bag trying to get packages up here, trying to put this rug down up under my couch, y'all, and just laid on the floor because I pulled my bag out. When I could have asked for help. Next lesson, sum that up. You are not weak for asking for help. You're not. You are not weak. You are not weak for expressing how you feel respectfully. You are not weak for needing people sometimes. You're not. You're not weak for wanting to be in a relationship. Everybody wants a relationship, want to be in love, want somebody to love them. White picket fence, all of that. You ain't weak for that at all. You're not. Final lesson, because I've been rapping for a good little minute, y'all. I had to press record again because that's how long I was talking. Is self-love. Love on yourself. You get one you. That's it. That's it. What you got is what you got, baby. Love on yourself and learn to love on yourself in your love languages. In this season of my life, I am trying some new things out that I'll share at a later date because, you know, I'm open, but when I'm ready to be open. And learning to love yourself in your love languages, learning what needs to be fed in yourself. And that will help you for friendships, relationships, co-workers. When you know what you need, you know how to tell other people what you need. But when you don't know what you need, but you trying to tell people they're not giving you what you need, and you don't even know what you need, baby, love on yourself because you deserve it. 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 Love on yourself. You get one you. You don't want to get to the end of your life, 60, 70 years old, and realize, yo, I was beautiful. Yo, I took a lot of crap that I ain't had to take. I was fine back in the day. You fine now. Love on yourself. And don't be ashamed. Baby, I got to go. I was rapping for a good long minute, y'all. Listen, time change was today. I'm starting to feel like myself. I'm getting in a good rhythm. And I'm ready to get back onto these videos for y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. If anything I said resonated, down up in here, drop a comment down below, y'all, and I'll see y'all in another episode of the Cozy Conversations. Bye.